JD killed the Pope.
There's the intro.
I like how we were all doing shit and we were just sitting there looking at his computer.
Welcome to the Bat Pose Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation, bringing you everything you need to know in the competitive world of 8-Bit Nation, League, Pixel, and Prism. I'm the Dwarf Bard, here to introduce to you your hosts, Bacon, Shade, Koa, and Boomer, joined occasionally by Jay.
We're back! Season 2 has been upon us. I don't like the words there, Bacon. And we've missed you guys so much. I tried to get a podcast done a little bit sooner. Nobody else wanted to. They hate you.
It was
so
me.
much.
It's not entirely true, but, somewhat.
Somewhat.
We don't hate you. We're just lazy.
Someone's at my door. A little scheduling hiccups and simply letting you guys make some action for us to talk about. Should have read this before we went on. Shout out to Bard for the new intro, though.
Oh.
Which actually includes the people that are here. So
He says my name!
Yeah. Good job. So how you guys been?
Real good. It's
Been a while.
Rocket League.
Last time you saw us, Bacon and I couldn't win games to save our lives. Now we undefeated.
funny what a break does.
Last time you saw me, I
That was the break. I think it's a Stewie.
Koa the undrafted is here.
That hurts. That hurts.
I've got
I
no
dropped
stake
you,
in the
Koa.
game, though. All my picks can be impartial now.
But they're
That's
not.
But they're not.
You
But
wake
they
up
could be.
saying, go since. So,
Go!
Who's Boomer playing? Nah.
nah. But yeah, it's been good. I've been
Same.
playing a lot of not Rocket League. So, yeah.
I try to stay that way.
Yeah. Been playing some WWE and
I don't play War Thunder.
Not yet.
I've been flying
Not-
planes.
Not an old man.
I just can't get into it. I tried and just gave me a prop plane. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, that's what you start with.
Terrible.
That's great.
They turn so fast, though.
Before we get into things, I want to mention the merch. I bought some. It's really nice. If there's anything not on there that you want made, just hit myself up. Boomer has access to all that as well. He can mess with it. He's pretty good with all that as well.
The logo looks sick on that sweatshirt.
It looks good. It looks good. I got a few compliments today about this hoodie. Even added the arm on it.
That's nice.
It is real Adidas
Yeah.
stuff, so that's dope. And the hat quality is nice. It's got the embroidered stuff.
I need the hat.
I accidentally ordered the yellow one. I messaged them and they fixed it for me. So
Dude, big
The
up.
yellow hat?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I was like, oh shit.
We'll put the link to the shop below this, whether you're on Spotify or YouTube.
It's a bit of a mess. I need to get on there and clean it up because of stuff I've made for people and all that.
That's the beauty of using the site that we use. Literally, if you have a custom thing you want, reach out to Shade. He can put it up there, you order it, and then take it down. Or maybe other people want your custom work. But either way, link down below. Check it out. Stuff's not bad priced. Get you some.
No, for the most part, we sell most at cost, and unless it is a truly like custom piece that we have to work on and figure out, then it's going to be a little bit just for time. But most stuff is just at cost. Your basic stuff is definitely at cost. So,
For the
plus,
community.
I don't know how to get the money out of that site. So,
Yeah, because it does us no good to not sell it at cost. I want Koa's face as a toilet seat cover.
I did just
toilet
get
seat
my
cover?
email.
Mhm.
I just got
Why
my
a toilet
email
seat cover?
confirmed that the woe sticker that we
He
have
wants to sit on your face.
can be used. So I got to make that shirt.
We need Whoa
Whoa.
merch. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be getting me, Max, and JT.
I
on a
want
shirt.
to make that one that Boomer made of Koa. That wants you on a shirt.
That's dude.
That'd be good.
That
I want
was
that
so
on a shirt.
perfect. It was
I
so
have to
good.
adjust it, but I could make it happen.
Yeah, we need that on a shirt
Hell yeah.
and a hoodie. But,
My mom
yeah.
thought it was great, Boomer. My mom thought it was awesome.
So yeah, let's dive into what's been happening. We got 2 weeks pretty much fully done. We have 2 games tonight.
Yeah,
this,
2 games tonight.
This being Sunday of the week 2.
6:30 Sunday afternoon.
Would have been great if everybody could have been done by now.
Slackers.
Losers. Oh, he's yelling at somebody. Look at him. Everyone look at Boomer right now and just laugh at him.
Point and laugh. Bald.
Look at him.
Bald.
Look at him.
Bald.
He's back.
My dogs
screaming
were
at nobody.
literally howling. I would be
great.
shocked if you guys couldn't hear that somehow.
We couldn't.
Yeah, no,
that's
you muted properly.
You-
Good job.
Yeah, you muted and we
Heard
realized
it
you were
through
muting and yelling.
through the noise canceling.
The news canceling.
The
News
news
canceling.
All right, let's go down to week 1 here. We have the Harriers versus the Eclipse, totally dismantling the Eclipse, making them look fucking silly, Boomer. What were you doing? Getting swept in week 1? We don't like to hear that. Well, Koa does.
Koa has mixed emotions currently.
I do. I had mixed emotions.
What happened there?
Well, Nessie, the boy.
Messy?
Nessie.
I heard messy.
Viva la Messi, Sue!
They're buddies.
That's my boy.
So as much as he wants me to lose, he wants him to win. It's kind of canceling out.
Oh.
All right, so
There's both
well-
there's both joy and depression.
since Boomer doesn't want to answer Shade's question, they came out and just did not play well, Shade. That is what
Yeah.
happened to Eclipse.
Yep.
It was an exceedingly poor showing by the reigning 8-bit champion.
The reigning, defending
Yep.
8-bit nation champs.
That being said, Harriers
Don't you love them?
gonna be a solid team this year, I think, or this
Oh, yeah.
season.
Yeah,
I
Harry's
think
looking
they're
gonna
going
be
to
a
be a good team, but we definitely made them look better than they are, for sure.
Obviously, we'll get there. But their week
100%.
2 performance was great as well, obviously. But we'll get there eventually. But yeah, Harriers looking like gonna be a good team. Sweeping Boomer.
And who's on that Harriers roster?
It's Gardens and
Oh, yeah.
fucking Royce, and then the other one.
Royce to
Archer
5'9".
is the
that guy.
manager,
Archer, Boyce,
That guy.
Corvs.
and Course. There it is.
Corvs didn't even come out and play us week 1.
Wasn't play. Yeah.
Wasn't needed.
Yeah. Archer, hey, Archer. Props to Archer, bro.
Archer's good.
But you look
I'm glad
great.
he decided to play. Fun
He
watching.
hit me with a couple flicks. I'm like, I didn't know he could do that. My bad. I
Get flicked the
disrespected
ball?
your game. What is happening?
You gotta blur it. You
Couple
have
flips.
to blur. You
Couple
have to
flicks.
blur it. Blur it on the.
You don't want to amuse Boomer?
No.
All right.
Go, it's on to you, my
So
man.
the next
flick.
game-
Double flick reset.
That needs to be a sticker.
Shot. That's good.
All right, moving on to the next game. Pharaohs take down Bandits 3-1.
Fuck you, couch.
Yeah, not letting us play Koala. Fuck you.
Yeah. No Koala and no Myth either.
Yeah, no myth.
Yeah.
I had to play all 4 games.
And you
Didn't
won.
sign up for that.
Shade was so
But you
unhappy about
We did
playing
win.
all 4 games, but he did play well. Shade came out very crucial in Game 4, putting 2 goals
I always
on
have
the
one
board
in me, man.
to help close that out. And I'm glad you saved it for Game 4 that time, because, yeah, we did drop a game in the series, but, you know, me and Stewie felt very comfortable together, and I've always got comfortability with Shade, and Shade and
Listen,
Stewie, that was the question for the Pharaohs.
Stewie's great.
Is how is Shade and
Miss
Stewie
Stewie.
going to coexist? Because both are historically defensive players. And then they came out, and I got to play some defense. Let them two go cook on offense. It was a good time. So it was a good week one.
Stew's great. I mean, you had a hell of a game as well. I forget which game it was. So
I did have.
it was a
game.
team effort. It really was. We did good. It was later in the game.
Yeah, I think it was game 3. Game 3 is when I had 4.
I don't know. It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was a minute ago. But no, that was a good series. I thought it was a good showing by the Bandits, for not playing Koala, who I do think should be maybe part of their starting roster.
Listen, they would have done a lot better had Panda not gone out of his way to chase demos for no reason.
Yeah, Panda. Stop
Panda's
touching
good.
people.
Yeah.
Panda's good, and those demos can help if they're placed appropriately. That's his problem.
Yeah.
It's so strange because I've been playing with Panda some, and he doesn't do that when we play.
Well, it's just
So I
funny.
don't know
Go
why he
ahead
felt the
and-
need
Not
to
playing
do
the
that.
league yet.
Go ahead and chase Bacon into a corner and demo it when Stewie has the ball.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
other
bad-
teams out there,
that's bad
go
idea.
ahead and do that because you're not stopping him. So
At that point, Pharaoh's not scared.
yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Stewie used to
And
be
I
so
literally
successful
said
with
that
demos.
in the comms during that game when Panda chased me into a corner and demoed me. I was like, "Well, you guys are gonna score." Didn't give a shit. They lost their defense at that point, so that was tough. But that was a fun series to play in. So, and that took us to another sweep that we had in Pixel, the Mudcats playing the Falcons, Boston, which we haven't really got a chance to talk about how much Pitcop messed up his own draft plan.
Fumble. Mark
And-
Sanchez into the butt. Fumble.
It was the equivalent of a butt fumble for a
I'm gonna pour one out
an
for
esports draft. But Mudcats, led by T-Mac, coming out and getting the sweep for week 1. I don't think
Hey, it
this
did
was.
create drama for this week, though.
But he didn't
It
play
did.
in that game, did he?
Battle for last place. Both teams that got swept.
I don't even-
I don't
yeah.
think he. I don't
Yeah, I don't
think
even know
he
if
played in the
T-Mac
game
played in it.
though. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, regardless, come out, got the sweep, sent a message, is what it is. Yeah, set them up. It was a good start for the season for the Mudcats. Get a dub on the board.
Especially after a disappointing season last season, they
Yes.
look strong.
I just thought of that, and now I'm kind of freaking out inside.
Like T-Mac, congrats, T-Mac had a baby, comes out and then gets the
Oh, yeah,
dub
big
week
ups.
1.
Yeah, big
Bang.
ups. Hey,
Somebody
kid.
else just have a kid. too.
Sweezy had a baby. Congrats,
There's
Sweezy.
Hey,
so many
congrats,
people pregnant
Sweezy.
Big
right now.
love.
We got daddies on board.
I'm pregnant.
Daddy's on board. Oh,
Young Wild Boy is having
congrats,
a baby.
Koa.
Neo's
Defensive
having a
father.
baby. I'm having a baby. Linux is having a baby. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody.
Shade.
No, stop.
All of ours are about the same time, too.
Goodness.
Shade's heart fluttered a little bit. He just had a Red Bull, Koa. You can't do that to him.
Yeah, listen, I love my kids. If I had another, love them. I don't want it though.
I'm so excited for mine.
Time for my wife to get pregnant.
By another man.
Whoa.
Moving on, Boomer. Why don't we talk about Demons Foxtrotters?
Demons beat them 3-2. Was that the reverse sweep?
It was the blocked reverse sweep.
Mm.
Demons went up. Foxtrotters
Yeah,
attempted the
I
reverse sweep.
got you.
Demons closed it out in 5. This was a fun series to watch, considering that Foxtrotters were without Mom Debbie and Sharknado.
Mhm.
So they had to use one day, which they used Mew. Shout out Mew, that's a new person. Glad he got some action week 1. Made it a very entertaining series, but Demons
Mew's good.
clutched up
I played
and
with him the other day.
did the job.
Oh, he's gonna be on the Eclipse
Yep.
soon.
Congrats, Mew.
Nope. He's a lot better in his rank on the trackers.
That's
I
good.
heard that one before.
Are you
Yes.
thinking of?
Have you?
Yes.
Are you thinking of Mythic?
Thinking of a lot of people.
When Mythic's Diamond 3 and 3s? For some reason?
Well, he was like champ 1 and 2s, so.
So weird. Alright, Shade, what you got?
Havoc versus Monarchs.
What happened?
I didn't get to watch this one, so I hate that it was assigned to me.
So deadpan. Havoc v Monarch.
Listen, just say the score. I got you.
3-1.
Impressive showing here by Havoc. Monarchs.
He didn't tell me to say the winner. I'm sorry.
That's fine. 3-1 Havoc here. Impressive showing by Havoc. Monarchs were able to take a game, but the Havoc roster was looking really good in the preseason week.
Did
Kind of led up
Frosty
to
get
week
in?
Frosty did. Frosty played 3 games, won 2.
Oh.
They lost game 3, so then they brought Bio in.
Was it like a
took it
dominated
serious.
game 3, or was it close?
It was a good game 3. It was close.
Oh, you should have kept him in.
Yeah.
The Wico shampoo combo is disgusting.
Dude, it's gross.
They feed each other.
It's
Well,
gross.
That is a matter of perspective because that's the team that the Pharaohs have scrimmed the most, and
I didn't mean necessarily this guy. I just mean in general. It's
Yeah.
it's a really
From
good
what I've
combo.
seen, it's really good. But
Yeah.
obviously, I'm not in the scrims. But
they're phenomenal. They're getting Bio more comfortable. Liam's already looked comfortable with them. That team, to me, has looked better with Liam out there, but I think it's just a familiarity. Bio's got to catch up a little bit, and we'll talk about that in week 2.
I do
Every
love
time
shampoo.
Every time I talk to Wico, he's talking about how good Liam is and how he's getting better.
And they're all clicking. The chemistry on that team is phenomenal right now. So they just got to work on comms, and they'll tell you that they've got to get better with
Ooh.
comms.
What about that
So-
Monarchs roster with Bussing, Gamer, Pinky, Airblade? How'd they look?
I mean, week 1, it was. I'll be honest with you. It's not.
I didn't think they looked
Great.
bad.
I don't think
Were
they
most of
look
those games
bad,
close? Weren't they like 1-score games?
but I wouldn't say that they were in control at any point in the series.
Gamer was forced to
You
do
know
a
what I'm saying?
lot.
Yeah.
He was on the ball a lot.
I think it's a longer curve for their chemistry. I do think they'll challenge week in and week out. They've got to find a way to take over, and like what Koa said, they've got to find a way to get control of the series. If they're going to be stuck playing from behind the whole season, it's going to be a long season in Madison. But if they can get some control, if they can come out and even take a game 1, they've got the skill to do it. They're an interesting composition for me. I'm excited to see how their season goes if they all stay together and keep trusting each other, because that's what we saw from week 1 to week 2. They did start to trust each other a little bit more, and that. So I'm hoping that they can keep building. So, but that's gonna take us to
The last game of week 1 for Pixel, which was Fallen taking down Illusion 3-1. Smurfy. Yeah, I think Illusion, bottom of the barrel. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Smurfy. It looks like we're going to do Rainbows and Sunshine again this season.
And
No!
I want it to be known, because it's been told to everybody there that was in the VC, me and Smurfy have a bet on the season. If Illusion missed the playoffs, he owes me $50.
I don't know what's happening with me. I'm apparently a Smurfy Glazer now. I don't know why, but no, don't be slandering Smurfy like that. Did you see him in week 2?
We're not on week 2.
I know you can't say it looks like it's gonna be rainbows and whatever bullshit magic again. Motherfucker peaked. He was shitting on. I forget who they played,
he peaked
but they
for
were
one
doing.
game.
He was doing everything.
Peaked for 1 game.
So, yeah, and he's not.
Player too.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Scroll
that in
down
week
the
2. But as of week 1, Sunshine and fucking Rainbows. Smurfy, load up the Venmo. You got my contact. In 11 weeks, you're sending me money.
Less than.
Less than. Yeah, shit, 9 weeks. Ha.
They'll be eliminated before that.
That's passive income.
Yes, that's right. It is. It really is. It's like I've got an idle game loaded on my phone.
Real quick, before we switch into... we got one more game here, right?
No,
That
that's
was
it for
live.
Pixel
No,
week
that's
1.
it.
Okay, so before we go to Prism, do the pick'ems. Smurfy's offered to put his own money,
Yes.
$50, on the line for whoever wins that.
I missed
Who the all of
that.
Like, get on there. It's free try.
Do the pick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And,
You.
and I know a lot of
I
you
did.
guys have certain aspects of the Discord muted. Not everything you think pertains to you. Favorite some channels. You guys can do that. Right click, favorite some
Best thing
channels,
ever.
brings them to the top. Bring those pick'ems to the top, because yeah, like Shade said, that's free money out there. That's Smurfy going above and beyond for the community and offering
that's-
something within his scope of something he built.
Yeah, which is
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Smurfy.
It's not something you have to be good at Rocket League for.
Nope.
You just have to pick the correct teams.
Yeah.
So everybody has a chance at this.
And
And
literally,
obviously,
yeah.
we're gonna push this because it incentivizes you to watch games too. Come and watch the
Yes.
Twitch games. Come and watch the Twitch games. You'll get more info if you come and watch the
We
games.
have a few
and
different
pay attention.
streamers happening now.
Oh
Yep.
my God, yeah.
One's over there talking.
That guy.
Oh, he's that way.
So
That's me.
I was
That's
shocked when
so-
I heard you casting the other day.
it was
Yeah?
so good.
What'd you think?
It was so
It
good.
went well.
Yeah,
it went well.
good.
Yeah.
The first one was a little scuffed. I'm not gonna lie. The first one it was a little scuffed, but
That'll happen. You'll grow
yeah,
into it.
yeah, the next ones went better. So
I enjoyed watching them when I didn't watch them live because I had to watch the next morning at work, but I enjoyed watching them. You did good.
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, let's
All right,
wrap up week
on
one.
to Prism.
Yeah, let's talk about Prism week 1 here. We're going to kick it off with Wave versus Ospreys. Wave taking that series 3-0, starting there, defending a championship season. I said that all wrong, but they are defending.
Mhm.
But yeah, Ospreys did not look like the Ospreys from season 1. This was a tough watch. I believe Samu can turn it around, but it's a tough watch for week 1.
Obviously, Samu didn't have great draft picks coming into this draft. He had a second rounder and the last pick. Weaker roster, I would say, compared to a lot of teams. So
Sure. But that's also part of the game. When you sell out a little bit for one season, you're going to have a season that isn't as great on paper. And he's dealing with that, but he's sticking it out. He's managing it. And
Big props for that.
Yeah, at least they're showing up to games. I mean, we've had other issues so far season 2, and Ospreys are not one of them. So appreciate that.
big
Keep
Samu.
up the good work.
We love you.
Boom, boom.
Sorry, you guys brought up the streamer thing, and then I remembered I was going to cast tonight, but I need the thing, so I was messaging Doggo. But Doggo sent the profile for OBS to Bard, and it doxed him. So I'm trying not to get it from him. So I got to get it from somebody else. So maybe I'll hit up Koa after the cast is over.
This is a great story.
All right, we're on Hydras, right?
You tell the best stories.
Bard knows Doggo's name now. It's crazy. Anyway, Hydras 3-0 Otakus. How does this happen every season? I mean, it's only been 2 seasons, but
Verm's a
it
dog.
happened in the one we don't talk about anymore too.
Because Verm's
I just mean Nate Dogg and his teams. What's going on?
Draft pick quits.
Yeah.
When your
Nate,
first draft pick.
No, that's what I mean. I just mean the drama in general. It happens. Something weird happens on his team every single season.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps it's his love of My Little Pony. Maybe something's just a turn off. I don't know. I love Nate Dogg and his obsession with ponies, but it's not working. And Danger's a bitch, so that didn't help.
Facts.
I don't, and that I very much understand wanting to play with who you're comfortable with, but guys, we're not doing that here. So we're
There's
just gonna
real money to win.
we're gonna have to take a harder line towards vetting people for registration, because it's not fair that Nate, who has been a long-time community member now, goes to pick this guy who's supposed to be there for the draft and all this and that, and then throws a fit because he's not on somebody's team. And we don't.
Here's a clue. Pick people you know.
Or that, yeah. I mean, that's we do want to preach inclusivity, but inclusivity sometimes will bite us in the ass. So that's tough.
Nate
but,
specifically, pick who you know.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you should have taken KX, Nate. But no, I do. I don't think Otaku's looked horrible. I think Hydra's looked very good.
They did look
Hydra's
good.
very good. Hydra is good.
So that I
They
think
keep looking better.
because that's Nate signed Yak for Danger leaving, which we can talk about that later.
It was
but
it was Nate Dogg, Yak, and
which we love Yak, and I do think they went out and put a strong foot forward with having to make that change right before the game, and here we are. But Hydra's looked very good. Let's not take anything away from them. They looked very good. They did their job.
And they have a cool logo. Say that should be your favorite team.
Why?
You love
they have a
logos.
cool logo.
And teams the cool logos.
Okay, but his favorite logo we're going to talk about later.
I don't remember which one that was.
The Steinhatchee scallops.
Yeah, he's a Scallops
Wait,
logo
what?
fan. He likes the Scallops logo.
Unvo Rider?
I do like the Scallops logo. It's a very pretty logo.
Yeah, he just likes the logo.
Turned out good.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's very off topic, but where is Steinhatchee? I have no idea.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida?
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. Shade,
They're pretty
let's talk
popular
about the
tourist
next
city.
Prism game,
Do you want to?
if you want to.
It's the High Flyers and the Hornets. 3-2 to the High Flyers.
It was a good game.
And
This was
anybody
very
who
good.
doesn't know those rosters, High Flyers have. Where are they?
The Goat,
They
Evola,
have
Red Guy, and Jam.
Evola, and Jam, yeah. Versus
Evola's-
the Hornets, who have
The free
Boss
Hornets.
Beef and Streak.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Evola is gross.
Evola's really good. And then you mix that with Red Guy demos and GMX, and things get a little scary. This was a great series though, both ways. Obviously a game 5, but yeah.
If I remember correctly, Hornets came out strong, and then
I
it
think
kind of
it-
slowed down.
I think it went back and forth early, but yeah, it was.
The last game was
Great.
not good.
That was a great series. So here you go, Koa. Here's your favorite one to talk about.
That brings us to Sentinels winning 3-1 over the Nightmare. Go Sense. Go
Yeah,
Sense.
Good
Second.
nightmare.
you peaked a little. This was an interesting one because we had there was some off-season conversation and potential drama with the Sentinels. JT has become playing and still a manager there, and there's been some questions with Hallow on if Hallow was going to follow the same route as Danger. Hallow did not, and they came out and took the dub week 1.
Big up sticking it
And
out.
now I think Hallow's maybe a little bit more bought into the team and the league, which we love to see. So now that Hallow's back in good graces, go check him out on Twitch. He streams often. He's fun to watch.
I don't know. After the week 2 loss, he said some pretty crazy shit in chat.
We're not there.
Yeah, we're not there.
We were talking
I'm
about Hallow.
skipping weeks.
And then as far as another homie, Kilo with the Nightmare, I'm sure this is not how he wanted to start his season, but that was a tough roster to go against week 1. But taking a game, there's some positivity there, and yeah, see how it goes from week 1 for both of those teams. Next, we have another 5-game series in Prism. We had the Rednecks taking it 3-2 over the Hurricanes, which I am a fan of because I think Chronicle did Lemon poorly. And this was Doggo and Ben playing together. Glad to see them get the dub over the Hurricanes
And
week
Code.
1. And
Don't
Code.
forget Code.
I always forget Code. I'm sorry, Code. I always forget Code. That's really a nasty roster on paper. Good lord.
Yeah, on paper, they're definitely missing something.
Yeah.
There's something missing, but on paper, they're crazy. Yeah.
But yes, 5 games, beautiful. Boomer, finish up week 1.
Probably my favorite team
I'm bleeding.
as far as like Top's team. Like I could see them going far. I'm
Oh,
not going to say
well, they're
anything
not
crazy
making the
like last
playoffs.
season. Not saying anything crazy like last season, but
I agree
I was
with
big
him.
on Phantoms last season.
I
though,
agree
too.
with him this time.
But 3-0ing the Scallops Unfoes team just couldn't bring anything too much to compete, and Phantoms kind of pooped on 'em.
I was casting this game. They really did just beat the piss out of them, belt the ass for 3 games straight. And no hate on the Scallops, but the Phantoms are just scary this year. They really are. They're just scary. So, you got the Noriko Vice,
I would agree.
Connection
Phantoms
again.
are scary. I wouldn't want to see a Phantom.
spooky ghost, ooh,
Spooky.
spoopy, so spoopy.
But that does it for week 1. Fantastic. Games got scheduled well. I did that week.
Yeah, I was just saying, do we have any problems?
Everybody got their games scheduled week 1. That was good. I cannot say the same about week 2. But
Oh my god. Shame on you guys for week 2. But in week 2 we had the Havoc versus the Harriers. A reminder, Havoc, Frosty, Shampoo, Wico, Z-Bio. And Harriers as Archer, Gardens, Royce, and Corvs. It went 3-2 in the favor of Havoc.
was
Phenomenal series.
yeah.
Havoc went up 2-0, right? And the Harriers won 2.
No,
and then-
it was Havoc won game 1, Harriers won game 2 and 3, Havoc won game 4 and 5.
Beautiful series. This is one where we saw starting rosters for both teams. Coors was not able to be there, and neither was Liam. and I mean it delivered. Absolute cinema. Beautiful Game 5. Very fun to watch.
Yeah, I know we touched on this earlier, but that Wiko shampoo connection was really working well in that game, especially. So
yeah, games
Turn
4
a
and
couple times,
5, it started
tough.
to click. You could everything we talked about week 1 with them, with maybe some comms issues, things like that. That's game 2 and 3 of the week 2 series. It looked it. There's a lot of double commits, a lot of over commits. Game 4 and 5, they dialed it back in, and Wiko kind of took over a little bit. He's good at that, and
I love it when he tells
he had a
me every time I
nasty
play with
double
him.
in one of those games.
Every time I play with him, no, I'm a third man. I like to play defense. I'm a third man. But then you watch him in the field, and he's the one doing everything offensive. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You're a third man who instantaneously becomes first man quite often.
But yes,
I
fan.
did the pick.
Big fan of Wiko.
Boomer, you're on the clock.
I see that.
fantasy football things. We've lost to Koa. He's not here.
Koa's not here. Womp.
Maybe he had to poop.
Guys need a running back, and there aren't any.
Did he say be right back?
I don't think so.
Are we
but
cutting this?
maybe.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I was making a pick, so I don't know.
He's
what's happening.
back. He needed a water. That's what he needed.
Where are we on
Sorry,
the list
someone
here?
knocked on my door.
Go, should I draft a person? Who should I
Not
draft?
the time.
You should draft Joe.
Oh man, I don't see him.
Just type in Joe, and you got to draft him now.
I'm not doing that.
Koa,
No
let's
shot.
talk about your next game.
The next game was Fallen 3-0 over Monarchs. Missed this game.
That's Jared, right?
Fallen.
Jared's on Fallen.
Yeah.
Fallen has
Lord
Lord Neo, Jared, Two Bagels, and Young Wild Boy, while their opponents were the Monarchs, right?
Mhm.
Game
Which was
over.
Bussing, Gamer, Pinky, and
Yeah,
Arrowblade.
Yeah.
Jared went off. Jared went off.
I'm saying it for the podcast, but I need to learn these rosters.
I need to learn them.
I don't know what it is about this season.
So-
Last season, I knew all the rosters like
It's because
3
it
days
was the first
into it.
season.
Yeah.
Now it's tough.
So I would like to keep reminding people, at least for maybe even the next podcast, just say the rosters, and if there's a change.
That
but-
is now officially your job, Shade. Run it for
Gotcha,
the next
gotcha,
this
gotcha.
one and
You
the next one.
volunteered. Good job.
That's a
brother.
bummer. I fucked up here, boys.
I will say, even though the Monarchs got swept here, I do think they're still taking steps forward. This was a team that did not have good draft picks. Bussin stepped up to manage the team.
Yeah.
And
They got swept.
they're making the best with what they got. They got swept here, but I think they're making steps forward. Fallen that's a good squad to go against. I think Monarchs kind of got put to it for the first 2 weeks, having to go against Havoc and Fallen here. But it was an enjoyable series to watch. So that sweep led us into another sweep. Foxtrotters had their full roster ready to go, but the Pharaohs still took it 3-0. We did it.
I was not there.
You were not
I
there.
mean-
You
I
had
was in
Mythic
bed.
back. I sent Shade to bed for this game.
Yeah, I texted. I was like, "Are you going to use me, or can I get some sleep?"
Yeah.
Again, Pharaohs, Bacon, Stewie, Mythic, and the best player on the team, Shade. You know, versus who was it?
It's
Mom
Dido,
Debbie.
Red, Mom Debbie, and
Yeah.
Sharknado.
Yeah.
Who's their sub again?
I don't know. Breezy?
It's either
No,
NATO
Breezy's
or
on Mudcats.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't know.
what? Why would it be
Whoever their
Breezy?
sub is.
What?
Dishonored. That's who it is.
The roster's right here.
They have
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dishonored.
why would it be Breezy?
I don't know.
How
You
would,
just
how
throw
would
a
it be
name out
Breezy?
Why would it be
You're
Breezy?
just saying words.
I did.
When would it be
I
Breezy?
think Koa might know something.
Who
Koa,
would
what
be
do you know?
Breezy?
Are things happening? Is Breezy going to?
Why
KC?
are you asking me? He's the one that said it.
Oh, my bad. What do you know, Bacon?
Stupid. Nothing.
League it.
I just said the wrong name.
Anyways,
Dishonored. Yeah, we kind of had control most of the series. Felt pretty good. I did finally do a thing. I had a good shot to tie up game 1. Sent it into OT. The rest of it was just.
game 1. I thought
you
you
own
were
goal or
throwing a
something?
couple times.
Yeah, I did. I own gold with
I-
10 seconds left.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
messaged Boomer and
and
said,
then-
Bacon doesn't want to win.
Yeah, I own gold with 10 seconds left. I told whoever to put it right, and then the rest was history. Hit a double.
Sometimes I'm Shade's emotional support pillow. He has to get it out, and then I eventually read the messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this was a tough one. We felt confident enough because we had scrimmed Foxtrotters. All respect to them, but I think comp-wise it just didn't match up, and we took the sweep.
Yeah, I think the Foxtrotters are definitely missing a defensive piece. There's a lot of C-ball hit ball on that team right now.
Yeah.
So
That's my favorite way to play.
yeah, there definitely needs to be some conversations for KC, but obviously long season, so got some time here.
I was supposed to be sleeping, but the Foxtrotters did well enough that it kept me from going to bed to pay attention.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
there
again,
were definitely times where it's like, oh crap, we could drop this game.
The games were relatively close. The first game obviously went OT. I want to say you only won by a goal or two in the next two.
I think so. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, other than that first game, you guys were pretty much in control of it, so.
Yeah, but the Foxtrotters, I mean, they put up a good fight, is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
there's things for them to work on, but for people to think Pharaohs were just going to walk away with things, they might have gotten the sweep, but it didn't show that they were dominant,
No, I think the first 2 weeks, what it shows with Pharaohs, it's difficult to close out against us.
Yeah.
But goal diff, we're not running through people. It's hard to close out against us.
Right.
We ice up well and get it going. But beyond that, yeah, we're not out here beating people's asses.
But
So,
my boys did good, barely getting by without me.
we did.
know?
It was a struggle,
Well, I mean,
not having your best player.
They still swept, but, I mean.
You beat one team's ass.
Huh?
What?
You beat one team's ass.
Like how you thought he was muted.
Are you talking about scrims that don't matter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
they don't
did.
matter.
Okay,
They don't
They
matter.
don't
They don't
matter,
matter.
but we
They don't matter.
did beat
They don't
Eclipse's
matter. They don't
fucking ass in
They
scrim.
don't matter.
Boomer talking
They don't matter.
about Scrim.
Perfect swept
They
the
don't
first
matter.
3
They don't matter.
games.
Does that mean that we're gonna win it all?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We beat
Because we beat
Eclipse
Boomer?
in a meaningless scrim.
I support
We're
you.
gonna
I
win it all.
support you guys winning it all.
So
I would bet a shirtless bet you guys win it all. Actually,
okay.
Is that
So-
like
Shade, we win either way. Either we win the whole thing or Boomer's shirtless. Yeah, it's fine.
Boomer's
Hey, listen,
shirtless
we'll
for
take
every
that
draft
bet.
now.
Bacon and I have to do the next draft together in the same room, shirtless, sitting on each other's laps.
if you win,
No, if we lose.
Yeah, if we lose.
You're
Hey,
betting
we're all
us to
good.
win.
Yeah.
oh okay.
No, okay.
If you guys
Moving
win,
on.
JT sits on my lap. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
Yep, nailed it. Put that in the book.
If you lose, the other 3 go shirtless.
I know. Listen, I know one of you out there are recording this right now. Either
Either
Were Tiger, Smurfy, you guys are writing
They
it
don't
down.
have to. It's on YouTube.
No, but they're writing it down. Do not let us forget everything that
We
has
got
been
people who
said
write
here.
stuff
That
down.
was a
Shirtless lap sitting between us two.
Yeah.
Jay sitting in Koa's lap. All of these things are on the table.
Can't
It
make
was
a
a
joke.
joke.
There were good jokes in this
So many good things.
We're falling apart. Boomer, go to the Illusion game. Hurry!
It's my turn, right?
Hurry! Get us out of here.
My goat, Smurfy carried Illusion to the win. God, that felt weird to say. Illusion won 3-2 against the Demons. Insider baseball. I don't think he'll care about me saying this, but right after the game finished, I got a message from DK on Discord. How did I lose to Smurfy's team? I felt so bad for him, but they did it. Smurfy looked crazy. He
Sunshine.
No,
He
that's just- okay.
scored all the goals.
Oh, hi. Here's the answer, DK. You guys forgot how to play offense.
Uh-oh.
Period. That's
No.
what happened. This was a reverse sweep. They had it,
Mhm.
2-0.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you lost to Smurfy's team. It's that you got reverse swept by Smurfy's team.
Reverse sweeps hurt.
Very true.
Yeah. Losing game 3, sure, that can happen. There's no reason you should have lost game 4.
Or game 5.
That you're too good of a team. I do think Smurfy showed up very well for week 2. Not taking anything away from him. I think that team's got chemistry, but that's.
I think in
Demon-
week 3, Smurfy's not allowed to have anybody else hold his controllers for him.
This is true.
That's why
Yeah,
I-
he had
it did
his
look
buddy
crazy.
Jason play for him. He's told us that name.
Get Jason off the stick, Smurfy.
The guy he
Fuck
went
Jason.
looting in Florida with for the Hurricane. So, yeah. But no, I mean, overall, that was a phenomenal series. Chat was very hype after Game 4. So kudos to Illusion for even sending it to Champions Field and then clutching out the win. I mean, phenomenal. It just muds up the standings more. There's so many teams 1-1. It's wild.
So many.
We're not.
But yeah, true. We are still waiting on 2 games for Pixel. We got Mudcats versus Bandits and Eclipse versus Falcons. We're recording this on Sunday.
Fuck all those teams.
Battle of the
fuck
Sweat
They need to
Moms,
all
too.
go to hell.
Yeah, fuck you, Boomer.
Going that late at night. Fuck y'all.
I tried for an earlier game. Nobody had availability, so.
Well, is what it is. But Prism did their job and finished out week 2.
Big props. We got Bacon getting yelled at.
I do. Dinner is apparently ready. Didn't know dinner
Dinner
was being made.
time.
So, Prism week 2. Hit
Got
us
a good
with the
woman
shade.
there making dinner.
Jeez.
Slaving for her hubby.
Wow.
Hydras versus Sentinels. Hydras looked phenomenal. 3-1.
Hydras.
Looked great.
Hydras looked great.
I was shocked when I tuned in and Sentinels were
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, this game was played last night. I missed it, so sad news. But
It was not a great showing by Sentinels. They just could not string things together. When they looked good, it only lasted for a very short period of time.
Well, and that'll happen when your team doesn't really practice together.
Next game, Koa.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked.
That's
you
confusing.
practice, never mind. No.
You practice too much, brother.
No. We move
My
on.
team has barely practiced together.
The next game was Phantoms Otakus with a Phantoms 3-0 sweep.
The scary Phantoms. Doing
I'll
their
be
thing.
honest though, they didn't look as good week 2 as they did in week 1. They obviously still pull this.
2 sweeps in a row.
Yes. But they just weren't as commanding, I should say, in this series as they were the first.
Well, this was a different team than week 1.
Well, I want to say something that might get me in trouble, kind of like Bacon got.
But
for the
I would
last
say that
year.
the team that they played week 2
Don't do
was
it.
worse.
It's not worth it. Don't do it.
Do it, you pussy.
So everybody tells me that Pixel teams struggle to play Prism, or wait, Prism teams struggle to play Pixel teams
Yeah,
because it's a
because-
different play style and it's slower and all these things.
Yes.
And they play weird. Idiots.
I don't want to
Bunch of
say
idiots.
Otakus are a Pixel team, but compared to
They're Pixel
the
with
other
flair.
competition, they are definitely slower and less conformed. I love Yak, don't get me wrong, but the team as a whole, playstyle wise, is not playing at the level of what Phantoms is normally playing at. So did that affect them not looking as good? Is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe. Maybe. But obviously they still came out with the dub. So like, meh.
Yeah.
I know they expressed frustration in their interview post game
Mhm.
with their performance with a sweep though. So that high standards.
I would love
over
to
there in
be
OKC.
frustrated in a sweep.
High standards at OKC.
Who made the pick?
Yeah,
You
this
don't know anything
was-
about standards shit.
And this game was with.
Oh shoot!
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Oh, I clicked on to look at him. I think it put him on my thing.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to reverse that? Did you want him?
I mean, I do want him. I just wasn't going to take him this early.
Let's also note on that
That's
Otaku's game that was yet again with another one day
Yak and Mellow.
by Otaku's because Platonic just left.
Did he just leave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just left.
I'm telling you, he's cursed.
So
Nate
yeah,
Dogg is
Nate
cursed.
is cursed, but he one dayed Mello, and I thought they looked better. So I know he's still waiting to see who he's going to sign. I think it should be Mello. I think they have chemistry that can be built between Nate Mello and Yak
It should be Koa.
or Koa. I mean,
Nate
that's,
Yellow
but,
Mellow.
whoever it is,
Don't
Nate.
sign
No
I
one
hope
sign
I
him.
hope Nate picks somebody he knows. Just build chemistry and ride the season out. That's
Just trade for KX.
Nate, if you haven't
Do it.
traded anything for season 3 yet, pick somebody and ride the damn season out. Build some chemistry, see what happens. You're going to upset somebody somewhere. And mess
Sell
up.
your team.
well, I wouldn't
Don't be a boomer.
sell
Pick.
it.
Who's he going to
But-
sell it to?
Yeah, that
It's got two people
not a
that
thing.
were undrafted.
we have Prism free agents. Just use them. So, I don't know. But yeah, that was rough. But the next game was phenomenal. Nightmare versus Wave. 5-game series. I hate you, Boomer. Nightmare took it 3-2. Handing the defending champs a loss, and Kilo finally doing something to get the people talking positively, despite all the Kilo hate that he likes.
The Kilo hate has. I will say the Kilo hate has been crazy.
Well, after week
Since,
1 though, it was
yeah.
justified, and then week 2, Kilo said, and that's what happened. So
Well,
I'm here for you, Kilo. So supporter.
the double flick reset. So yeah, but no, I mean this was a wonderful series to watch. Honestly, if there's any Prism one to go back and watch, go watch that one. That was the best game of the week for week 2.
Leads us into Scallops versus High Flyers, which after they got swept, kind of proving the point that other team was just too good. 3-1-ing the High Flyers.
Yeah,
And we're very much in control of this game as well.
Yep.
Obviously, High Flyers won week 1, come out week 2, get 3-1. I think that's a testament to the Scallops and how they're going to perform this season. After obviously having a bad week 1, but got a lot of talent in Prism this season. So
oh yeah, I think it's the biggest testament to the parity that we're going to see in Prism. They're all just going to beat up on each other. I think it's going to shape up to be the most mid-table that we've seen in a long time. Not only this league, but the other
we
league.
saw last season the parity with the Wave coming through with
It did.
mid regular
Yeah.
season and winning it all.
Yeah, the parity clicked in the playoffs. I think this season we should see it consistently throughout the regular season. Yeah, they're just going to beat the hell out of each other.
we're going to have
Bad week ones
days
happen.
and-
Bad week ones happen. All right.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
saying that,
no,
but
no,
we're
no,
saying
but-
like
Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer, you're getting relegated to Bard's Coastal Fishnet League or whatever it was.
like
So
I think
Hey, I made
any day
changes.
when you have SSLs or like peak SSLs on a team and someone comes out and is like peaking that day, like anyone can beat anybody.
absolutely.
Anybody can beat anybody. So season's been super fun so far. So.
If they would just stop getting butthurt and leaving, that'd be cool.
We'll see. Shade, you got the next one for us.
We got the Hornets, which consists of Boss Beef and Streak, versus the Rednecks that has Big Body Ben, Doggo, and Code. Did not go the way of the Rednecks. The Hornets stung them good.
Eat the crap.
3-1.
It was not
Yeah.
a great looking series for the Rednecks here.
We're gonna
But
argue
again-
on it, but Doggo can only do so much.
Yeah, well, but it's just more parity. The 0-win team beat a 1-win team. Everybody ends up 1-1. Happy days.
I do think Rednecks won game 1 and then lost 3 straight, if I remember that correctly.
I think
So yeah, I mean, just Hornets woke up and dominated for 3 games straight. So
That's a very boss and beef way to do things, though. Like that happened to us a lot when it was Galaxy back in the day. Like they would take that first. Calm down. That's my only reference for playing with them, and then you come in a competitive format.
Goodness.
Like,
Nobody
they take
cares
in-
about that team, brother.
Get to a point. They take in what the other team's doing, and then they do make adjustments that next game to counteract whatever they're doing.
oh man.
Nice insight.
They
That was I meant that. I meant that.
final game of week 2. Go.
I love you. Brother.
Hurricanes take down the Ospreys 3-1. Once again, it's kind of a repeat for me with Ospreys for week 1. They're just kind of missing something.
Yep.
I don't wanna say it's sell the horses, it's season over already, but things need to be changed on that team to get results. Which I'm not a manager. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But
Listen, you're on a
fix something.
podcast. We tell people what to do.
fix your shit, Vice or Vice.
They never
listen.
Samu.
They
Fix your
never
shit,
listen.
Samu.
Vice, you're not
They
on the
never
team, but
listen.
fix that.
Fix it. Help your homie out and fix it.
Hey, guess what's back?
Oh.
It says no next to it, but I know it's back because we talked about it.
Oh.
It's your favorite segment.
Oh, is it my segment?
Is
It's
Koala
your
coming
brother.
back? Is Koala coming back?
It's me from the future, which is Koala. But yeah, pick players of the week are back, so we're gonna cut to that real quick. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your 8-bit Prism and Pixel Player of the Week. My name is Koa. I'm your host, and we're gonna do the last 2 weeks of players and awards. So stick with me here. All right, week 1, Pixel Players of the Week. You have Wiko for his 9 goals, 3 assists in Havoc's win over the Monarchs. Next, you have your Defensive Player of the Week, which is Koji for his 10 saves and the Demons win over the Foxtrotters. Your Prism Players of Week 1, you have Scythe for his 7 goals and 5 assists in the Hydras game over the Otakus. And Doggo wins Defensive Player of the Week for his 11 saves in the Rednecks Hurricanes game. Your Week 2, Pixel Players, offensively, we have Wiko again for his 8 goals, 3 assists in Havoc's win over the Harriers. I do believe this is the first time I've had back-to-back weekly winner. So congratulations, Wiko. Defensively, we have Stewie for his 7 saves in the Pharaohs win over the Foxtrotters. Your Prism Players of Week 2 offensively, you have Boston for his 7 goals and 2 assists in the Hurricanes win over the Ospreys. And defensively, you have Getz for his 10 saves in New York's reverse sweep over the Wave. Those are your players for the first 2 weeks of the 8-bit leagues. Back to the desk. And we're back. That was great. Thank you, me, in about 30 minutes. That was great.
Could have been better. I'd like to see you do better next time.
I'll
I
tell you my
would like
notes later.
you to...
Yes. Oh. So there's no interview. So we're gonna keep on moving to the what? You want to do the standings? You already kind of talked about it, yeah.
We're not going through all the standings. It's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Couple teams are 2-0. A whole lot of teams are 1-1 both leagues, and yeah, there's a couple teams 0-2. Is what it is.
There will be a team tonight 0-2.
We're still awaiting some results for week 2.
Thought
So
you're gonna take a bite of those, Boomer.
It will be the Erie Eclipse.
So yeah, we'll get into some standings here in the next 1 or 2 episodes, but we're gonna go into trades and signings because we have had a couple.
Yeah.
We've talked about 2 of them.
Yeah, Danger's a bitch.
Gone.
Send that clip to him. He a bitch. Meet me on the
Danger
pitch.
retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran away.
So they signed
Sure.
Yak out there, you know, the Otaku.
My boy.
Big Yak pickup.
Big yak.
Boomer did things.
Boomer,
He
what'd
lost,
you do?
panicked, dropped Wrath, signed Great Honda.
It was not panic. It was
Super panic. I got text to show.
being thought about for
He's got receipts.
We had a retirement and Platonic. I guess they just left, right? That person.
Yeah, that person just left.
And we're
So-
still waiting to hear who Otaku's pick up for them.
Trades
Yes.
and signings is fuck Nate Dogg.
Pretty much. But it also consists of something, yeah.
Great
That's what
Honda
helps.
is amazing.
We're
I've
not
heard
going
that
into
before
it.
too.
We
I was
can
told
if you
there's-
want. I was told we're not.
I was told there was like a big surprise. Big
There
surprise.
is a big
We'll talk
surprise.
about
Well, it
I'm
won't
gonna
be a
talk about it on the podcast,
When is
guys.
this coming out? When is this coming out?
Right now.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there.
It's
It's
after
on my
it's done.
team.
He cut out. Way
Yeah,
to
you
go.
cut out.
You ruined it. Now's your chance. Nope.
Nope. Don't say it.
Nope. Nope.
I'm censoring
Is
it.
on clips.
Oh,
That
so
was
that's
still
what
so
he told
cool.
me. D-Fane was like, "You're gonna be mad at me."
Hey, Nessie's not leaving. It's not Nessie.
Because now I have to like your team, you fucking baldy. Now I have to like it. It's got Nessie and D-Fane.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. DK reached out and was like, "Hey, you want D-Fade?" I was like, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind having him on my team. Yeah, he's like, I was like, who would you want for him? Like I'm thinking Nessie or like a fucking first next season or some shit. He's like, you know who I want. I'm like, Nessie? He's like, not Cookie. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. If you want. I mean, I rate them.
Easily traded.
It's just I rate them about the same. I figured he would.
He was very happy to trade you, Cookie.
I figured he would want a pick, so I reached out. I told him I was like, I'll message Cookie. I said I'm good with either of them. I'll message Cookie if he wants to be back on your team, then we could do it. And he said he thought about it for a day and messaged me, said, yeah, that's fine. So, got Defane. I'm excited.
I love Defane, but this yet again, here we are. Somebody takes Defane in the first round and then just dumps him. We are.
He did say
a brother dumping him.
Yeah, we are only a couple weeks removed from the draft. Defane was his first round pick.
Yeah, that's why I thought. That's why I thought he would want to pick. I was like, "What's happening?
What are you doing?"
But he, that's a panic. That's a panic trade, 100%. But I told him, Defane was in there. He's working right now, and he put in the channel text. He was like, "Yeah, Boomer, if you want to trade me, just drop me. Don't put me on another team, please."
Yeah.
This just shows the effect that Smurfy reverse sweeping you, not you, but DK.
I mean, it hurts.
You get reverse swept by Smurfy, you have to trade somebody off your team. That we're about to put it in the rule book. You get reverse swept by Illusion, you gotta trade. So.
I don't think I've ever been more angry in my entire life.
And now Koa's an Eclipse stan. Let that be known for the remainder of the season.
Truthfully, I didn't think about it at the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not think about it, but now I'm happy.
Well, at least someone is.
There you go. But yeah, trades and signings have been kind of light. We've had some other free agents leave. We had one free agent retire, Pitch. Shout
out to Pitch. I forgot we haven't done a podcast since he left. Love you, brother. Happy wedding. I don't know how to say that, but happy wedding.
Yeah.
Congratulations on getting married.
That happened this Friday, I think, right? Last Friday. So congratulations, yeah.
Yep.
I wasn't invited. It's okay.
Awesome. I'm waiting for those
pics.
My guy, he told me he was going to send me some pics for it. So
definitely
pretty excited about that. Happy
you didn't even meet him, and you were going to get invited.
That's true.
Yeah, he told me he wanted me to come, but I had other plans. He understood.
I was the first one
to
meet Pitch. I brought everybody to Pitch.
And then you didn't go meet him.
I still talk to
Pitch. Oh, my tooth hurts. Oh.
No,
that wasn't that.
Nope, wrong one, Boston.
that was. Oh, I don't have money.
That one was. Oh, they're eating 15 minutes from me.
No, that Pitch wasn't with you. I just didn't want to come out
there.
You wouldn't even know that Pitch wasn't there.
I did know Pitch wasn't there.
I mean, it would be pretty obvious because we were heading towards Pitch. But
Boomer, let's go to your thing.
I love you, Pitch. Come back. I miss you.
Boomer's players to watch. Got to watch them with the peepers. Ben, I'm looking at you for Prism.
Stop making Doggo hard carry.
Cannot carry that big of an anchor, bro.
Damn.
You gotta do something. You gotta make it work. You told me before you think you're the top guy. You're this big dog in Prism. I haven't seen it. I gave you the opportunity on our All CS qual team. Let you guys do it. Worst placement yet so far.
Another thing.
Now you guys are on a team together in the league. Doggo's doing everything, and you're just sitting back, or you're doing the thing where you push too fast. Figure it out, man. Figure it out.
Thing about Ben, he can't play love letters to save his life.
No shit.
Sucks.
Or code names.
Don't turn it into a Ben.
Code names.
We've already done this. This has already been a thing that's happened.
Yeah, you hate Ben.
I don't hate Ben. I hate how Ben's playing.
He's a Ben hater, and I'm a Boomer hater.
Like, the way Ben plays, he needs to be third man on that team. Stick to third man. Stop being third man, and sometimes pushing real hard and sticking to the ball, then sometimes sitting back.
Ben, you heard your coach.
Figure it out.
Third man.
Boomer knows ball.
I want somebody to hate.
This is then for Pixel. This is a little bit of a glazing.
You can come hate Boomer with me.
I'm a certified Smurfy fan now. Apparently,
Can't hate family.
Well, I can't hate. I still can't hate the Eclipse. I can still
they don't
not
respect you,
root
Smurfy.
for Boomer, but root for my friends. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fair. Boomer's,
Listen, I've always stuck up for Smurfy. What are you talking about?
Shade has defended Smurfy.
I know.
Egregiously
I
too
haven't.
long.
Totally speaking over. Smurfy, Pixel, bro, you were cooking. I was impressed. I want to see you keep doing it. That team needs you to keep doing what you were doing. They don't believe. I believe in you. Do it.
Boomer, do you know who they play in week 3?
I still feel so weird saying things like this.
Do you know who they play?
play?
I just got heartburn. Okay, you're probably not winning next week, but I still want to see a strong effort.
You're still
These
gonna
are
look
good. We let us
game.
106 and things are happening. It's fine.
I will say this, since scrims don't matter, but people like to think they matter. This is the closest a team has scrimmed the Pharaohs.
Scrims don't matter. They don't matter at all.
So, yeah, but people keep liking
if scrims
to
matter,
bring it up.
Sad.
So
If they matter, I'd be very sad.
so
Scrims
You
don't
are
matter,
very
remember?
sad.
yeah,
They don't
you
matter
are
at all.
sad.
No, scrims are dumb. Who scrims? Scrims don't mean anything.
I just scrimmed them, and they're the best team.
How do I get a background of the room being on fire and me just sitting here drinking my coffee?
Let's go into the picks.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's run through it. We've got
Green
All-
means what?
game of the week, and we've got all four of us making picks. We've also invited Jay and Bard to make picks because
Bard
Jay
is not.
Jay is the sub for the podcast, and Bard is as involved as anybody else. But he has not
I
made
just
his
did
picks.
these.
So
I just did these predictions and I didn't even pay that much attention apparently. Phantom's Hydras, bro. Holy crap.
that's game of the week.
that's game of
for
the week.
Prism. That's 2-0 versus 2-0, 1 versus 2 on the table.
Tis not a sweep for picks.
Tis
That's
not a
going to be
I'll be
sweep.
honest,
Which is rare.
Banger.
For game of the weeks are usually sweeps.
It's a rare.
Yeah, they do normally end in sweeps, but who's going to take it? I'm going with Hydras because
Hydras take it.
that's my fantasy football team name.
It is.
And I'm the one that's smart and picked OKC because they have looked the best and will play the best and will be.
Have they looked the best?
No.
Koa,
You just talked about how they didn't look as good in week
Yeah,
2.
but they still swept.
Well, yeah, but
Sweeps?
you said they
2 sweeps?
looked good.
2 sweeps?
Do you think they
Narratively.
looked the best when? Do you think they looked the best in week 2? They
I
were the
think
best team looking
That's
and best
so
week 2.
far in
I
the
know.
combined
Hold on.
weeks.
Let's do a little like mini
That's
power
silly,
ranking
you know
here.
it.
Look at the two teams that
That's
they
silly.
just, look at the 2 teams that they just swept. Those 2 teams could very well be at the bottom of Prism.
Yeah. And,
So false narrative?
and Hanoi played one of the same teams.
Ooh, one of them. Loser.
I mean, what are we saying?
Hydras winning.
I'm saying you're
That's what
losing
I'm
this
saying.
one.
I'm
Hydras winning.
saying that you're all bald and shut the hell up.
I'm
So-
pretty sure Koa is 0-6, like when he's just against everybody else. I don't think it normally goes in Koa's favor.
That's fine.
yeah.
This
That's
is
fine.
this is going to be one of the
Fine.
games that you
Fine.
lose
That's
going
fine.
Koa
yeah
does
going
not know
towards your
ball.
500. Koa only half knows ball, and here it's going to be on
half
this side.
gets lucky.
But he does have his Nebraska counterpart in Jay on the same side with him with OKC. Our notable matchup for Prism is going to be Rednecks versus Scallops.
I'm noting it down.
And we have a desk sweep, but not a full podcast.
I was thinking about changing it
people
up, actually.
sweep. Oh my God, do
Are
we
you
have a
gonna
live
change it up right
chat?
now?
Doggo's good
Thinking
enough.
about it.
Doggo's good enough to 1v3 them.
I swear to God, if you say
That's
Doggo's
wild.
name one more time, I'm gonna ban you.
I'm telling you,
Like I'm actually gonna ban
how
you.
much you swing on his nuts.
Like he's a minor. Get off of his
That's
job.
not even
You know what I'm saying?
true. I had Sentinels losing a lot of games last season. I just think against Udfo's team, he's good enough to beat him. And Ben listened to the podcast, and he's going to do better.
Ben probably has.
Actually, I'm gonna try too hard, and now that's gonna fuck him. So I am changing my pick to
Don't remember who their third is. Hold on.
logo in the league.
All right, we've got everybody on the Rednecks except for Shade and
Oh, yeah,
Jay.
they got code. Oh, it's over. It's over.
They lost
done,
last
though.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a good team.
Okay.
Ospreys versus Hornets. We have a podcast sweep in favor of the Hornets. I think this will continue to be the trend until Ospreys show that they can take a series.
I love you. I love you, Samu.
Yep, love you, Samu, but it's got to come together before we pick you. So that's a tough one.
I was a certified Unfo hater last season. I got to stick with it.
We've moved on.
We've moved
I
on.
haven't. I didn't get to finish it. Now I'm done.
Yeah, you're
Continue.
taking an L and you're picking against Unfo. I got it. Now pick here.
God, I love Doggo so much. Doggo's the best.
That's a boomer quote.
Screaming doggo! Let me tell you.
I've been scrimming doggo for years, and let me tell you something. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Take your pick.
Our next game in Prism. Everybody went Hornets. Our next game in Prism, we got High Flyers versus Otakus. Let's take what we said about the Ospreys and Hornets game, and we put it over here. Havana. Put it over here in this game. I think it's going to be hard to pick Otakus until they show us that they can do it. Just wait until Otakus and Ospreys play. I don't know what we're going to do there, boys. But everybody's got the High Flyers here. I'm open to being surprised. Don't think it's going to happen.
Doggo told me the High Flyers would win.
Yep. Doggo to Doggo. Our next game, final game in Prism, is Doggo versus Doggo. And we have Sentinels versus Wave. Here we've got some differences, so I'll kick it off. I'm going with the defending champs Wave to take it over the Sentinels here.
I can't do it this week.
Bitch!
I can't do it this week.
They're gonna crash on you, motherfucker!
I can't do it this week.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
as someone who's been crashed upon by the Wave personally last season, don't do it.
I was all for it last season. I can't participate right now. You know why I can't participate?
What?
Because they're playing...
Got a bad back?
Sense! Secum!
Oh, we're in agreement for a lot of these.
Yeah?
Yeah, that both scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
Remember last season we had like the same percentage of success?
I don't recall. No, I don't recall that.
And me and Shade on top, so clearly the Wave are winning this series.
And yeah, we've been sharing a lot of these, so.
Yeah. But Jay is also picking the Sentence naturally. That's his team. So, it's not our final game of Prism. We got one more to pick. I did. I didn't scroll down far enough.
Straight
Apologies.
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo. Shit. We've got Hurricanes versus Nightmare, and we have another live change because Boomer cannot stick to his gut.
Well, why did you change it? Now I want to change it.
Kilo. I gotta believe a Kilo.
All right, well, now I'm changing mine.
Go ahead.
Wait. I'm not changing.
I have to keep root for Kilo, so I make a shirtless bet that he's gonna win. Eventually.
Kilo.
Not there
Not
yet.
doing
Not
that.
there yet.
I love Kilo.
Kilo.
But I do think the Hurricanes, even though they completely screwed over Lemon, will deliver in this matchup.
They're gonna
Take the
blow
series.
the Nightmare away.
Kilo, look at me.
Look at him, Kilo.
I'll do it. Close your eyes right now.
Win.
Imagine
has
he's
to.
just listening.
That was the
to
most anticlimactic fucking camera
Yeah,
stand.
now he has to. Now he has to do it.
it.
Here you go, do
He
it.
listened to it on Spotify, so he can't look at you.
Listen, Kilo's
Well,
got 30 in
no,
the
he's-
last
no,
two
he's-
on Roblox. It ain't happening. So,
Sounds like beast mode.
I'll tell you how Kilo watches this. He puts it on his other monitor and sits there in free play and watches the podcast.
Yeah,
I guarantee.
it's true.
No, he does 100%.
All right.
Love you,
Or
Kilo.
if somebody's streaming it in VC, he's muted while in free play while it's in
Whoa!
the voice
Don't do
chat
that. I
stream.
need the views and listens. What are you doing?
I've
Who's
told
doing
people that, like, I want to love the watch parties, but we do need the views.
We need
Listen,
to
be in a watch party
watching
all
it
you want.
together.
Yeah, go ahead. Do that. That's fun. Talk about it while you're watching. But everybody, have it pulled up and muted behind your other shit.
Do
Yeah,
that.
that's the ad revenue.
Do that. Let's go to Pixel, week 3. 6 games to talk about. Game of the week. We're doing it Pharaohs versus Illusion. Bacon,
That's the silly
Shade,
game of the week.
Stewie Myth versus Smurfy, Bozy, Craney, and Bula.
Oh, my boy.
Bula.
I love Bula.
He better
Lot-
play.
I love you,
A lot of
Rob.
homies in this matchup.
I want in on a
He's
game
on a
versus
cruise
Bula.
right now.
I'll
Well,
try
he's
to.
on
I'll try to work
Make
that
it
out with
mandatory.
Smurfy.
Make it
But-
mandatory.
He is on a boat in the middle of the
I
ocean
still want
and
it.
will not be able to play.
He took a
Shade
laptop.
played on a Steam Deck in the mountains. You telling me
I
Bula
know for
doesn't
a
have one on a
fact he
boat?
took
I
his stock
do not. He
laptop.
does not have a Steam Deck.
But he took his laptop. It's a stock
He-
laptop, but he took it.
Does not own a laptop.
He does. I was in VC with him.
Maybe he does actually.
He
I don't
uses
know.
it
Why would
for
you
his
make
stocks
such a
and
hard
shit.
stand on that, Koa?
I don't know. Because he's got a desktop. Why would he have a laptop?
I have a laptop.
I have a laptop.
He's a
Because you're
fisherman. He
52.
cannot have a laptop.
It's
Matter of
probably
fact-
like the original MacBook.
I have a
No.
desktop, my laptop, and I have Shade's laptop.
Well, you're 6'5".
Yeah. Laptop,
you
you
show him
got
my
five
laptop,
laptops.
show him it's a nice gaming laptop.
It's over there plugged in. I don't
I
have
bet it
pants on right now.
screams loudly when you turn it on.
No, mine's nice.
It is really nice.
Mine's nice. He's like,
Like low-key, I'm about to start playing Rocket League on it. So
a nice
that's what
one.
it is. Pharaoh's Illusion. We got a pod sweep for the Pharaohs. I don't know if that's good or not, but hey, it is
great.
what it is.
Everybody here knows ball for that game.
Good job, podcast. Our notable matchup is going to be Fallen versus Havoc.
Let's go.
This is a high-profile
Another-
2-0 versus 2-0 matchup. Very tough here.
Time out. Oh, wait. We can't have a sweep on a notable
can.
and game of the week.
That's a silly choice.
yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't agree with that at all. But
We had a podcast sweep for the Havoc, but Shade said no. Shade's riding with Lord Neo and the Fallen against Liam and the
looked
Havoc.
good, man. That team looked
did.
good.
Havoc's so good.
Yeah, this matchup's going to be phenomenal. Yeah, if honestly, if I wasn't on the
Well, I
Pharaohs,
think
it
that's
probably would have been
rookie.
game of the week, but get fucked. So yeah,
this is not a democracy.
it's just the homie implications of Pharaoh's Illusion.
And Boomer loves Smurfy, but picked against him.
Yeah, let
That's
that be
gonna be a slaughter.
known.
It's gonna be a slaughter fest.
I don't know.
I do love
Did you
Smurfy,
hear
but
what I
Stewie-
said about
Stewie is
scrims?
Smurfy,
Stewie's
you're
too
my
good.
player to watch. Now lay down and die.
Suey's too good, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Stewie is amazing. Let's just take a second and recognize how amazing Stewie is. Myth, you're all right, but Stewie is a god.
That's so vile, bro.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah, Stewie is a
Nothing
god.
you
He's very much put me in a proper position to be leading scorer for the team. Love Stewie to death. But yeah, Demons.
Bacon's mid.
I am so mid. So I can't wait to fucking retire from this game. Uh,
Myth, love you.
Yeah, we do.
You know I love
But Louis on notice, so
Trade
watch
him,
yourself,
Bacon.
Mythic. Demons versus Monarchs. We do not have a sweep, but we have close to one. A whole bunch of us going with the
Wait.
Demons. But Boomer, you're taking the Monarchs. Why?
I love Bussin', but what are you doing?
Trade.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to switch mine because I also didn't know before the trade. So you get rid of my Pookie Bear Defane. I'm not going to pick you to win. I mean, that's just how that works, right?
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't like. I know they played before, but it's not the same three. They don't have Banks to like push everything while Cookie sits back. Like that to me would have been defane for them to be the first man on that team. And I don't know. I'm big on Gamer this season. He's been doing really, really good. So
Okay. Well, outside of them, we're going to live in the world of people that want to get picks right. And I think
Listen,
Bussin' and the boys have a long way to go. And I don't think it's going to start week 3 against the Demons.
I think
who are
you
probably
smell it.
going to sweep this series. Yeah.
it certainly won't be a sweep.
Gamer is not enough to carry against DK alone.
I think
I don't know.
you are.
Yeah, I think you guys are really underestimating DK's skill here.
Yeah, DK
Come on.
and Cookie have chemistry.
DK bought an SSL account.
He did.
Bite me.
No, it's not me shitting on DK. I think DK is good.
Then you're dick riding Gamer, and either
No,
way,
I'm thinking like 3-2. I'm not thinking they're gonna absolutely shit on Demons. I think it's gonna be a close series.
I hope
Win.
it's not a sweep, but it's going to be. Demons are going to take it 3-0. Flat out. Mudcats versus
suck if he's wrong.
Foxtrotters. Huh?
It's gonna suck if you're wrong.
Not particularly.
For
I
who?
don't care.
It's the same thing every week. We all get them wrong all the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
just me and Shade get them wrong a hell of a lot less.
Shut the hell up, bald man.
And it's because you guys go on these
Listen
narratives
here,
in
here,
fairy
beanbag.
tale lands.
Listen
You guys
here,
are
beanbag,
you guys
all
are
right?
loading up Disney Plus.
I will
But this is
pick
not Disney
who
Plus.
I want to pick, and I won't let you tell me who to pick.
Listen
all right?
here, you guys
Somebody
live.
said you're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, you guys live in your
Boomer's
Nickelodeon land.
supporter now.
It's fine.
He wanted to support my pick.
I'll show you a Nickelodeon. It's slime time, cuh. You want some? I'll
I-
fucking
that's-
show you.
That's a I'm
don't like
calling the
that.
police.
I
That's
don't like that.
I just got
That's sexual harassment.
Yep, it
I
is.
think so.
HR.
Koala.
Koala doesn't care.
Call him.
Koala doesn't
He
care.
doesn't.
Call
Koala-
him on pod.
Koala's HR
it's-
for the league. The podcast just talks about the league.
So she's the
Koa
HR
just said he
department
wanted
for
to make it
It's
slime
me and
time.
Bacon. You're fucked.
Yeah.
All right, kick me then. Do it.
That's fine. We got Jay.
You just got the name changed. Now do it. You just you did.
Jay's name is also on the intro, so we're still covered.
Oh no! Don't reset me.
Oh my god.
Double click reset.
No, all love. I hope it's a great series. I just don't think it's going to be. Mudcats versus Foxtrotters. This is a personal matchup, but the entirety of the podcast here on the desk is taking Mudcats, with Jay being the lone person giving love to the Foxtrotters.
Now, I will
Casey
say this
just
could
hasn't done
go.
it yet.
I could see this going either way. Just kind of depends on how KC shows up this week, I think.
Sure.
AC
but
hasn't looked as strong, and both teams are going to be wanting to win. That's why I went.
I will say that I think
I've
KC
heard
is more
rumors.
offensively high-powered,
Nope, I haven't heard anything.
but that's just me. But I still think Mudcats will win. Sorry, Micah. I love you.
No, you will. What are we at now?
It's so awkward.
Eclipse versus Bandits.
Bacon puts cricket sounds in that little awkward.
Bacon looks confused.
He does. I don't know what's going on.
Am I not at Eclipse Bandits?
The recording drop?
No, we're good. Never mind. I'm stupid. Move along. We're good.
Eclipse Bandits. Everyone's picking Eclipse. Sorry, Bandits. Looks like it's gonna be a long season for you.
I'm on record telling Couch that he is managing the worst team in the league. So
Yeah, he loves that you said that to him.
It was
just
like a
just
joke.
because you said that. I really hope
It
you'll
was a
lose this week.
joke. So I mean, it could happen.
If Bandits
That's correct.
beat Eclipse in week 3, I will do the podcast that we record after that shirtless. So, Couch, if you want that, put your best foot forward and shut.
Bro,
Boomer
he
the
has
fuck
given me
up.
a reason to throw.
So,
Yeah, I
then
don't
fine.
think he'll.
I don't care
I
what
don't think
happens.
he'll be there.
I don't know for week
Yeah, I don't
3.
even know if-
No,
yeah, not
he
even-
seems pretty
Oh, no,
favorable
that-
about his week 3
Or
stuff.
is that this week?
This week, yeah, but he got cut early, so he's going to be there
That's
tonight.
right.
That's why I had a confused face, because I thought Eclipse and Bandits played tonight. But they don't.
Oh,
They both
okay,
play
okay.
tonight, just different teams. And then they play each other
Yeah,
next
'cause you
week.
guys played the Mudcats today, right? Or no? The Mudcats play Bandits or Eclipse today?
Eclipse?
Bandits.
Bandits?
If you scroll up, it's up
Well,
there.
who did,
Yep.
well,
No,
We're
I put
waiting
pick up.
on.
I put pick up.
That's right.
So you're playing Boston,
Yeah.
Falcons.
and we're
and the Mudcats
waiting.
play Bandits.
Yeah.
And Bandits play, yeah. So, but no,
I was kind of joking when I said that.
I'm
I
picking
just
the
want that on the
Eclipse, but I'm rooting for the Bandits.
I confirm. I concur.
Fuck you,
I want to give
D-Fang.
Brandon props real quick. Ren just got GC. Congratulations, Ren, and got a
And big ups,
rewards.
Ren.
I will be putting
Now we just gotta learn how to go back post. and then-
150K
and
on the
got it.
Eclipse tonight.
Oh my god, tonight.
150K.
Don't put that on me. What
Yep.
are you doing?
Yep.
Well, he either
God.
wins or wins by you disappointing him.
I'll be honest with you. I've watched a lot of these games. I've never been over 20,000 channel points.
I'm sorry. Next week I'm going to do it. This game that we're talking about. 150, and more if I get more. I like to do half of my winnings.
You have
on-
300,000 channel points.
I
Are you
do,
betting?
brother.
Are you betting on pick up?
No, I'm betting on you next week. This week I don't know if I'm going to put any money up.
Fair.
So
Our final game for the predictions, we got the Falcons versus the Harriers. We got a podcast sweep for the Harriers.
I mean,
Who have looked very good, and Boston
yeah.
did not look super great in week 1, and it is yet to be seen how they look in week 2. But they're playing Boomer's team, so who knows? Neither Eclipse or Falcons look good in week 1, so I really don't know what week 2 is going to give us out of that series. But yeah,
If we shit on pick up tonight, I could see him making a panic trade. That's
Yeah.
the biggest reason I have it. I mean, I think Harriers win either way, but I could see next week being a completely different thing. So,
perhaps.
hopefully.
Perhaps. That's
panic
our
and trade. Panic and trade.
that's our
so Is it a panic trade if you just lose and trade somebody, or is it a wise decision?
Week
because
2?
it's not working?
It could be both, Koa.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I was curious on how the
Did
death stroke
Falcons
got
win last week? I forget.
No.
No,
Oh,
but they, no.
So
I
then
can see
no, it
other
wouldn't be-
people
it wouldn't be
think that.
panic then.
I think
They're-
it's great to make a trade or free agent move anytime.
Well, it's because you always.
Well, yeah,
panic.
that's you.
I have been told I'm trade daddy, so.
You named yourself Thanos.
Oh, what? Oh, I did do that. I forgot about that.
You did.
Yes.
That's funny.
I'm not doing any full trades, though. That's crazy.
Rocket League news. NRG just won a thing. They did the thing.
As you would if you want to shoot.
Yeah, they did
I was
bad.
so scared.
They did bad against Gen G yesterday, and then swept them today.
Shit on them.
That's that.
Silly. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Truthfully, there's a lot of other
More
crazy
so.
shit that's been going on. Like, all the rosters changed.
Meh.
Gen G has
Did
Justin.
NRG's roster
Yeah,
change?
Gen G. What was he on? Because it was one
So
for
not
one.
all of them
girls.
did.
He was on Shopify.
Yeah.
I was told all of the rosters changed.
A lot did. Complexity kicked Raze Bull. That was big.
Whoa.
Sent him back to Sam, and then picked up Frosty.
Damn.
Shade,
Where's
Shade,
bro?
it's just funny. You've seen that player live 3 times.
Who?
The Bull!
Raise Bull.
Oh, really?
And then you're just like, oh, woo.
That guy's a
He's good.
freak,
You've
bro.
seen
Yeah,
that
dude.
team
Raze
3
Bull's good.
times.
So apparently, from what's
Whoa.
coming out, they're claiming.
I've
guess
never
it's-
seen him win.
You did see it win, but
Screw you, Monkey Moon.
I didn't see him win.
Anyway, am I doing this segment or not? You want me to talk
What
about it,
segment?
Rocket League or
No,
not?
your name wasn't next to it.
Oh, I thought this was my thing. You're right. My bad.
This is a group effort.
He was
Boomer.
homesick.
I'm homesick.
That's why he left the team because it was too hard being away from his family.
Who?
Raze Bull.
Rizeball?
And apparently Frosty speaks Portuguese.
He does not, I
Well-
can confirm. I've never taught him that.
Bummer.
Okay, real Frosty speaks. He's Duolingo.
The Snowman?
Jesus Christ.
They might have that in Portuguese.
Frosty the Snowman?
I have to look at it.
I
Yeah.
don't think you can get snow in Brazil. I'll be honest with you.
I need to. I'm gonna. If I can find it, it's gonna be the outro. Frosty the Snowman in Portuguese. I'm gonna do it. That's gonna do it for episode 1 of the podcast for season 2. We've got double flick resets. We've got Koa love for Eclipse. All kinds of great things. Big shout outs to everybody, guys.
Total love for Boomer, really. They share everything now.
How
They
dare you?
do. There's such
I
a
love
cute
Boomer.
couple. Look
Boomer
at
loves
him.
Murphy.
Look at him. So cute.
I'm gonna go Ace Ventura cry in the shower.
Good boy. So,
I hate that.
be sure to check out the links below. We got the merch links. We got the Twitch link. Tune in for all the action. If you're not part of the league, the Discord link is also down below. Maybe.
If
And
you're not part of the league and you listen this far, good on you.
Thank
there's
you, Australian
been
guy.
some people over time, all the way back to the old league. We've had people that listen that we have
I-
no idea who they are.
Don't believe that Australian guy was for real.
Do you think he was a bot? We got an Australian bot.
Okay, no, I keep.
Boomer
I think-
on a separate account.
Oh,
I think somebody in the Discord's from Australia because I've been getting one Australia viewer on my Twitch streams. No idea who it is.
I don't
So
know.
we
You
might
mean your
just have a
streams
weird-
when you're streaming at the
weird
same
stalker.
time as our games?
I did it one time.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
And I had it in the corner. I had it in the corner of the
You're
stream.
doing
Talking about
views.
it.
What are you doing? You're an
I don't
owner.
anything. What are
Don't
you
do
talking
it.
about?
Shame.
Shame!
It's not shame.
Shame!
If you can't understand how that is remarkably stupid, shame on you.
Everybody who was watching mine had yours pulled too.
You
Ours
think?
pulled
Shame!
You think? You didn't
Shame.
check it.
too. They were telling me. It was
Yeah,
like
they're
Were Tiger.
lying to you.
It was Were Tiger. It wasn't lying to me.
Were Tiger is known to be a liar.
Yeah, it's
Is
true.
Yeah, that's his thing.
I thought he's just a mute.
Yeah, but when he speaks, he's lying.
Yeah,
Alright, I
there's
gotta
never
poop.
been a truth out of that boy's mouth.
I gotta poop. I gotta poop. End it.
Bye.
Thank you again for tuning into the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation. Be sure to stay active in the Discord and follow the Twitch channel at 8N Gaming so you don't miss any of the fast-paced, epic Pixel and Prism League content. Well, that's it for now. May your aerials be flawless and your saves legendary.